I guess we're not going to wait for the makeup person. Is that right? No. Okay. Well, money saved. Let's let the slate sit there for a minute. Oh, my hair. God. All right, let's fire this puppy up. Hi, boys and girls. Your old pal Stevie Coyle here. How are you? It's nice to see you, sort of. We've been running around like chickens with our heads cut off here to get this thing together, but I think it's almost time for some music. Please do say hello, and tell us where you're webbing in from. That'd be great to see who's the farthest. Well, it's always interesting. Last week I did one of these things from somewhere. Maybe it was the Friday noontime webcast from Mighty Fine Guitars, and we had somebody from Sweden webbing in. Pretty cool. Milpitas, that's fine. Go ahead. Ask any questions you got. Miss Valerie is here to help out. A little hand for Miss Valerie. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And she'll be passing along any questions. If you got any requests, I don't know what I'm going to play. Then just kind of looking over the set list and lots and lots of stuff. Wait a minute. Do I want to end this live video? No, I do not want to end this live video. How inconvenient that would be. Hi there. Lauren. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Julie, Tom Scharf, Rory. Doggone it. You know, in any other world, but the one we're in at the moment, Rory McNamara and I would be playing together on this show, or Glenn Houston and I would be playing together on this show. And maybe we can work that out. We're thinking of, Glenn and I are thinking perhaps going to a park somewhere, sitting 6 feet apart, sticking a microphone out there, and seeing what we can do, you know, playing some music and seeing if we can make some music together that way, maintaining the 6 foot distance rule, of course. Well, first off, we all have our beverages. Very good. Very good. Do we all have some squealing cats? Because that always helps. Muggsy, that's Muggsy. He's the opera star around here. You'll probably hear him during the course of the proceedings. Is the picture okay? Is the audio okay? Let's check that out first. Sound check and all that. I'm not accustomed to drinking water by itself, but this is all right. I guess I could get used to that. Thank you, Miss Valerie. And let's see, any other questions or comments? Oh, for crying out loud, this is going to be, I'm going to feel like Miss Nancy for this show. I see Bobby and Billy and Darlene and Tommy and people from high school. Already I'm seeing people from high school and college and Marine World. And this is old home week for me. It really is. Oh, you know what? Let me bounce this show over to my own page. And that'll take just a second here. Get your friends talking, you blah, 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 hemdy ha. Righto. Share this with, wait a minute. This is always so tedious, folks, but I'm running 2 pages here, so give me just a moment, and we'll get busy playing music. In the meantime, if you got any requests of things you know I know, or you think I might be able to stumble through, go ahead and send them along, and we'll see. Miss Valerie, do we have any comments here?
Yeah.
Or questions?
This or me /
Either way, you know, the PayPal thing, folks, let's do some housekeeping right away. The PayPal thing, you can either send it to stevie@steviecoyle.com or just Stevie Coyle, or paypal.me/Stevie Coyle. And Venmo is just Mighty Fine Guitars. Thank you very much. We'll talk about that very little in the course of the evening. Everybody got good picture? You got good audio? Renee, how are you? Hey, there's Renee and Matt. Very good. David Hamilton, Rory McNamara. Montgomery, really? How about that? Michael J is up there. Michael, I have no idea what you're talking about. Evangeline Elston, excellent, very good. Paul Garfinkel, very good. Okay, now here I go. I'm going to try and bounce this over to the other page and see if we can make that happen. Oh, well, ain't that pip? Yeah, why not? Why not? It wants the password for my Wi-Fi. How about that? Well, I'm just going to start playing, and the other folks will have to jump in if they can. Kind of always start off with this one. Not sure why. It's just one of those old folky tunes that. Ducky, could you find out what our password is for our Wi-Fi here? Shakedown Cruise, kids. Oh, well, let it rain, baby, let it pour. Let it rain just a whole lot more, and I'll get some deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, but don't you step in the puddles or you might drown, and you get some deep river blues. Oh, my old gal, she's a good old pal, and she looks like a waterfowl, but I get them deep river blues. I was standing on the corner with the low-down blues. I got a great big hole in the bottom of my shoes. I got some deep river blues. I got this one, Glenn. Well, my old gal, she's a good old pal, and she looks like a waterfowl when I get them deep river blues. Hey, it's folk music. I don't know what it means. Standing on the corner with the low-down blues. I got a great big hole in the bottom of my shoes, and I got some deep river blues. Standing on the corner with a low-down blues, great big hole in the bottom of my shoes, and I got some deep river blues. Down in the wildwood, sitting on a log, I got my finger on the trigger, got my eye on that hog. Well, I got some deep river blues. I pulled that trigger and the gun went blam, and I got splattered with bits of ham. And I got some deep river blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain just a whole lot more, and I got some deep river blues. Wee! That's right, Muggsy. Wee! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't hear you, so I'll do it myself. Thank you. Fantastic, Stevie. That was just fantastic. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah. Right. Would you mind typing on, go on over to the Stevie Coyle page and tell folks that we're over here at Stevie Coyle Music.
Okay.
I somehow can't seem to bounce the signal over there, so just post a little notice there saying that that's what's happening. That'd be great.
And Wally wants to hear Bruno's.
Wally, how are you, man? have to think about that. Maybe in the second set, although there is only one set here. Thank you very much for hanging in, folks. This is what it is right now. This is the name of the game, and thank you for supporting live music. And this is as live as it gets, is this kind of faux TV that we got going on here. But I'm going to play some Quarren tunes for you tonight, and taking all your requests, with the exception of Bruno's Revenge, which I'll have to ponder, see if I can reassemble that. We had a request last Saturday. I did a show on Stage It, which is another platform that's pretty cool. You might find some of your favorite artists over there at stageit.com. Did a show over there and had a request for this one. Didn't have time to do it. I'd like to do it for you now. In fact, here's a sing-along. You all love a sing-along, right? And a lot of you have heard me play this song because I've been playing it almost every show for many years. And it's a cowboy song, but I'll start it off with the first cowboy song I heard these cowboys sing. It was Riders in the Sky. It was 40 years ago. Good heavens. Can that be right? Yes, it is. It was 40 years ago at the Greek Theater in Berkeley. These three little cowboys came walking out on stage, and they kind of stumbled and bumbled around, and eventually they launched into this. We had no idea what to expect. When you hear a cowboy yodel in a song of open range, your heart leaps up to hear his stirring tale. But did you ever wonder at the end of his refrain why his voice leaps in a mournful wail? Well, the story as it's told to me was handed down through history of a singing cowboy brave enough to try to ride the meanest old cayuse that bucked him off right at the chute, left him spinning way up in the sky. The bronco jumped up as the cowboy came down. They met at the old saddle horn. It made a deep impression, you could say it changed his life, and that's how the yodel was born. Yodel-ay-hee, etc. And they had us in the palms of their hands after that song. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, they launched into this, which sealed the deal. No, they didn't. But it was in this key. There is a place I know, way down in Mexico, high in the old Sierra Madre, where many an outlaw band from across the Rio Grande have found a haven, a holdout, a hideaway. But danger rides with those who stray upon that secret hideaway, where death is sure to welcome anyone within the law. But if a man must run from any lawman's gun, he'll find compadres in the old Sierra Madres. Deep in the dark of night, beside the campfire's light, they weave the tales of the lives of the bandits, of jewels rare and old, of coaches filled with gold, of hold-ups pulled off just like they planned it. But danger rides with those who stray upon that secret hideaway, where death is sure to welcome anyone within the law. But if a man must run from any lawman's gun, he'll find compadres in the old Sierra Madres. Now that's your part. Let's try it. But danger rides with those who stray upon that secret hideaway, where death, feel free to sing, anyone within the law. But if a man must run, sing, damn it, from any lawman's gun, there you go, he'll find compadres in the old Sierra Madres. dark of night, beside the campfire's light, they weave the tales of the lives of the bandits, of jewels rare and old, of coaches filled with gold, of hold-ups pulled off just like they planned it. But danger rides with those who stray upon that secret hideaway, where death is sure to welcome anyone within the law. But if a man must run from any lawman's gun, he'll find compadres in the old Sierra Madres. One more time. But if a man must run from any lawman's gun, he'll find compadres in the Sierra Madre. Oh yeah, I agree completely. Great song by Woody Paul Chrisman, better known as Woody Paul, King of the Cowboy Fiddlers from Riders in the Sky. Tremendous song, tremendous. Comments or questions, Ducky?
Somebody asked about your setup here. How do they usually?
Oh, my setup here? We're at home. We're not at Mighty Fine Guitar, so this setup is a little bit different. I'll put all the tech specs down in the thing. It's nothing too fancy. It's just a little old Logitech webcam and mic from probably 10, 15 years ago. And that's kind of what it is for the moment. We'll buff up the system and get it all super polished for next time around. And I think we're going to be doing this every Monday night at 7 o'clock. Yes, more questions.
I want to be like you. Both sides now, Blackboard.
Oh, well. Haven't done that one in a long time. If you promise to sing, okay. Here's a song by the Sherman Brothers. Did this when the Waybacks did this. Come on in, Muggsy. There he is. It's our big black kitty, Muggsy. Say hi, Muggsy. Typical cat. The hearts are from Muggsy, I'm guessing. Well, I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP. I reached the top and I had to stop and that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town. Be just like the other men, I'm tired of looking around. And ooh-be-doo, I want to be just like you. I want to walk like you and talk like you too. You know it's true, that ain't like me. Could learn to be human too. Don't try to kid me, man, cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is a man's red fire to make my dreams come true. Give me the secret, man, cub. Clue me what to do. Show me the power of a man's red flower, and I can be like you. And sing, ooh-be-doo, I wanna be just like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You know it's true, that ain't like me. Could learn to be human too. I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP. Reached the top and I had to stop and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub, stroll right into town. Be just like the other men, I'm tired of looking around. And ooh-be-doo, I wanna be just like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You know it's true, that ain't like me. Could learn to be human too. You know it's true, big finish. That ain't like me. Could learn to be human too. How'd you do? Did you sing along? Did it feel good? Good. Continue to do that. And folks, just to let you know, this is happening all over the place, as if you didn't know. Lots and lots of people are doing Facebook Live. Lots of people are on Zoom, I suppose, doing shows, Google Hangouts. All of these online conferencing systems are all being used by musicians. Patreon. There are all kinds of people doing shows. Walter Strauss, who's on here right now, fabulous, probably my favorite guitarist ever. If you don't know Wally Strauss, bounce right over to walterstrauss.com. His mother calls him Walter, and some other folks do too. walterstrauss.com, and check it out. Truly astonishing guitar music like you've never heard. And he co-produced my album, which, do you know what, Ducky, would you mind grabbing a copy of that out there on the shelf? There's some stacked up there down on the right. I'll show you a picture of the album that we made together 10, coming up on 11 years ago. Can that be right? Yes, it can. I'm afraid it can't. Thank you very much. There it is, 10 in 1. It's called 10 in 1. The 10 in 1 is the 10 in 1 is the long, skinny tent on a circus or a carnival lot where 10 fabulous acts are all under one tent at the same time. And you go in and you see one astonishing thing after another. And when Wally and I were putting together, I'll play it a little bit. Since Walter's on here, I gotta... Oh, the witch, yes. Maybe I can stumble through the witch. If not this time, next Monday for sure. Actually, next Monday for sure, because I got another one I got for you this time around. It's a little different, but of the same ilk. Walter and I were working on the record, and I thought it was going to be a nice little polite fingerstyle record. Nice little polite fingerstyle guitar record. And we started off and recorded this little kind of soft shoe thing that went like this. Even I couldn't stand it there. Anyway, we did this little soft shoot, and we got done with it, and we listened to it and we thought, that's pretty good rendition. I think we'll go with that. And Wally turned to me and he said, is this a theme song? Is this somebody's theme song? I said, yeah, it is. And it sounds like kind of a little sort of everyman sort of character. And he said, yeah, that's kind of what I see too. Just sort of a kind of an everyman kind of guy, maybe sort of along the lines of Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin. He's a bit down at heels, you know, he's not the happiest guy in the world, but he's trying to keep his chin up and all the rest. And he said, and you know what? We know somebody. He said, Wally said to me, we know somebody that this guy looks just like. And I knew exactly who he was talking about. I said, yeah, it is that guy. So all of a sudden, this nice, polite little fingerstyle guitar record turned into some other kind of stuff. It turned into a whole concept album instead, with full band renditions of stuff. And it was a big surprise to everybody. I'll play you one from that record later on as well. See, this is, you know, one of the big differences between me and Kenny G is when I'm out of tune, I stop and I fix it for you. Or I try. Tuning a guitar is a little better. Just turned into a melody. Melody. Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement, you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. Oh, yeah. Did you all sing along again? Oh, good. Very good. I just thought of another fella to tune into. If you're not hip to Michael Clem from a band called Eddie from Ohio, tune him in. He's doing a whole bunch of these online shows. Clem, C-L-E-M. Sounds like two first names, but it's Michael Clem. It's not Clem Michael. And he's totally hip, cool guy. Tune him in, check him out. Well, it's not Sunday, but I feel like could use a little religion. So I'm cranking up to 4. This is where I do gospel stuff, as gave before. Now these are all songs that have choruses that you can jump right in on. And as soon as you can, please do. It's a religious song, but it's totally ecumenical. You know, if a leaping Marin County agnostic like me can sing these songs, you can too. So jump right in when you catch the vibe, when the spirit moves you. The first one, though, I suppose you could sing. You Episcopalians out there may recognize this. It's a song. I don't sing it. I just play the notes. But if you know the words, feel free to sing right out loud. There's a couple of near misses there, rhyme-wise. They're actually rhymes, which is why, as a lapsed Catholic, I cannot sing the song in good faith. In Christ there is no east or west, in him no south or north, but all the nouns and verbs and something across the whole wide earth. Earth and north. I hear Sister Godzilla Marie sitting right here saying, that's a rhyme, that's not a rhyme. world, just as long as I'm in this world. I am the light of this world. Well, you don't believe in Jesus, and not a word he said when he come all the way down to Lazarus' grave just to raise him from the dead. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Shot out over them waters, tell them I won't be here long. My faith's anchored in Jesus, and the world can't do me no wrong. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, yes you are. You are the light of this world. Oh, I've been confirmed, and God knows I ain't ashamed. I got the Holy Ghost as my witness now, and the angels gonna sound my name. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of this world. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love, there you go, everybody. Makes me love everybody. And that's good enough for me. Well, give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Talk about old time religion. Not really, really old time religion. Old time religion, it's good enough for me. Let us worship Zarathustra, worship just the way we used to. I'm a Zarathustra booster, and that's good enough for me. Well, let us worship Aphrodite. She's naughty and she's flighty, and she don't wear a nightie, and that's good enough for me. Sing, give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Now let's save a verse for Venus. Of all the gods, she is the meanest. Man, she bit me on my elbow when it was not so good for me. This last verse here is for Loki. He is the Norse god of chaos, and that's why this verse doesn't rhyme. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Old time religion. It's good enough. Sing, take one Acapulco. It's good enough for me. Hey, lovely, lovely, well done. That's a fun one, isn't it? There's about 1.5 million verses to that, thanks to Pete Seeger and everybody else who ever has heard the thing. Adds a verse. It's the folk process. It's not exactly stealing, but it's really, really close. That's the folk process. Comments, questions, requests, observations, muttered threats from out there in webland? Anything at all I need to attend to at the moment?
The witch thing.
Some insistent witchery.
The witch of the west.
The witch of the west, yeah. Do you know, instead of singing the witch for you, I'm going to sing another song, kind of that, you know, where are we in time here? Good heavens, I should probably start buttoning up.
46.
It's, tell you what, let's see. This is a song that I got off of a record back in the 70s. I went to Salinas High School. I'll wait for the applause to die down. Thank you very much. Salinas High School. And every year there was a folk festival where people would play guitars and sing. This would have been in the early 1970s. Yeah, that's right. It was in the 1970s. And there was a gal there that wanted to learn this song. And she wanted somebody to learn how to play it. And I thought, my goodness, it's a wonderful piece. And the whole album turned out to be great. Pentangle. It's the Cruel Sister album by Pentangle. if you don't know Pentangle, you might know Pentangle through John Renborn or Bert Jansch or Jackie McShee, Denny Thompson, fantastic players, all kind of fusion of Celtoid music and jazz and remarkable stuff. This is one similar, perhaps you'll notice this is in many ways similar to Bob Dylan's Dream. And I'm quite sure it went the other way and not that way. But this is a song about Franklin trying to discover and perhaps, well, if you find out what happened on his journey to find the Northwest Passage all these years ago. I'm a Dadgad tuning here, D-A-D-G-A-D, for fellow guitar nerds out there, Dadgad. It has that sound to it, Dadgad does. And this is the same tuning I do the Witch, and I hope that's close enough for you. And I'll have the Witch for you next week, I promise. Next week, Monday night, 7 o'clock, regular 7 o'clock things. There were never any gigs on Monday nights, and I'm doing gigs on Monday nights, stuck on it, because there never used to be any. You always used to have to book the weekend, hang out somewhere around the country on a Monday night, and then maybe pick up gigs on Tuesday and or Wednesday, and then continue through the weekend. So when you're out on tour, there's a sort of thrill in doing a Monday night gig here. Sailing homeward one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen ocean in the month of May, to seek a passage around the pole. We poor sailors do sometimes go. Cruel hardships they mainly strove. Their ship on mountains of ice was drove. Only the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one that ever came through. Now my burden, it gives me pain to find lost Franklin. I would cross the main. 10,000 pounds in gold would I freely give to say on earth Franklin do live. Sailing homeward one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream and I thought it true concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. What a lovely song. Good heavens. Got that off a Pentangle record called Cruel Sister all those years ago. The Octopus? Oh, okay. That's a good one to finish with. Good. Had a request for. I think it's time to slow things down a little bit. And no, time to go out with a bang. Let me see. I'll need a flatbed for this one, and those are. Oh, that one. Oh, that one. Okay. No, this. I'm going to do all of them eventually, but you just have to tune in week to week, I suppose. Here's one that Walter Strauss and I cut on the. Thank you for asking. On the 10-in-1 album, which is available. I have several hundred of them in boxes in my garage. And you can have one too. Just hit me up on email. We'll work something out. What do you say? All right, good. Well, thank you for tuning in, folks. This will be my encore. Just knowing the limits, the capacity of the human bladder being what it is, 45 minutes to an hour is just about right. And this will be just about right, if I check my time correctly. I'm going to have to run over to the Stevie Coyle page and apologize profusely for not showing up there. I think we're on the Stevie Coyle music page here. It's all so complicated. But we'll get it together. We'll get it together. Well, you can tell it to your mama, you can tell it to your diary. Another man done gone, another man done set himself free. I took the money and the funnies and the gifts and left the TV on. A bad dream, a primal scream, I hit a steaming color, be gone. Oh yeah. Move over, Mr. Robbins, Mr. Stedman, Mr. Cassidy. I put a check mark by Selena's, got a thumb check into Tehachapi. Let my soul stealing, devil dealing, old life go to rest. A battle cry, wake up die, leave my demons in the dust. All alive, all on the inside. We got a brother or two from old Siam. Folks, we got Tammy from Miami. Ooh boy, she's got nothing to hide. We got geeks and freaks for weeks right here, but you ain't seen nothing till your mama about the petrified man. Petrified man, come be astounded by the petrified man. Petrified man, petrified man. Well, I put on some Bobby Dylan so I would not feel so all alone. And the last thing I remember was a ring on the telephone. Was it Medusa in the backseat? Demons on the last seat? Damn if I can tell you, son. My lips are sealed, blood congealed, my race is run. He got a stone heart in a bone cage. He's a pigeon perch with a pension plan. He got a wicked kind of road rage. Now he's Stone Age. A life, well, it includes a trip to see the petrified man. Petrified man, come be astounded by the petrified man. Petrified man, petrified man. Showtime, folks, all alive, all on the inside. With fake stuffed or mummified, step right this way. You'll see Radian the half-man. He slithers, he slinks, he crawls on his belly like a reptile. You'll see little Fatima. She dances on one leg, she dances on the other. She makes her living in between. And you'll see the petrified man. No, doctor, don't bring that hideous thing out here on stage until more people have a chance to get into the Big Tent. Well, I'm a cautionary tale for the kiddies on the big yellow bus. Sister Battlebart says, but for the grace of God, there goes us. Is it still alive? Still alive? I've read about it night and day. I'm a four-door fossil man, I'm handling in the Chevrolet. Petrified man, don't take him for granted, he's the petrified man. Petrified man, he's very stationary, he's the petrified man. My goodness, what a strange interlude. Well, thank you very much, folks. Oh, look at that, it's 7:50. And it's time to let you all go. Thank you so much for having tuned in to the webcast here from my secret subterranean lair. And do tune in, what do I need to tell you? Tune in Fridays at noon if you can. I'm not sure it's going to be from Mighty Fine Guitars, but we'll nerd out and talk about guitars. Tune in Fridays at noon on the Mighty Fine Guitars page or the Stevie Coyle page. Stevie Coyle music page. I'll be doing this every Monday night at 7 o'clock. And I'll have the Witch of the West Neverland for you next week, for sure. And I'll work on Bruno's Revenge, Wally. I'll see if I can get that up to snuff. Righto. Lots of time. Be good to each other. Hang tough. We're going to get through this. And a quick note. Speaking of guitar nerding, I knew that I was going to tell y'all something. That hand sanitizer that you're using that's really good for getting your hands sanitized, not so great for your guitarist. So for guitar players, may I suggest using the hand sanitizer, then washing your hands to get the hand sanitizer off your hands. Because the neck of most guitars is not going to tolerate all the strange and vital chemicals that are in the hand sanitizer. So just a quick note. And I'm going to do a little more research on that, but I'm pretty sure that all the alcohol and other stuff that's in there is not tip-top for guitar necks. So there you are. There are ways and there are ways to beat this thing, and that's one way to keep playing guitar without ruining it. You don't want it to be ruined. All right. Any comments, questions as we finish up here?
That's it. Next week, I want to see their songs.
You bet. You bet. Post a list of songs you'd like to see. I got to see how many of them I can get flung together for next week, because I have some time on my hands. Yes, I do. So thanks for listening to the Quarantunes here at StevieCoyleMusic.com, our secret subterranean lair. Thank you very much to Valerie May for ably assisting me here, and Muggsy for high harmony vocals. Just get that kitty playing bass, and we're going to have a hit band right here in the old Quarantune. All right, kids. See you down the road. Safe travels, and thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon. I really will. Bye out there. Yes.